Hello, everybody. So, I watched the Knuckles TV show, recorded my entire reaction, and after I got done watching the show, I was like, I enjoyed it, but part of me felt underwhelmed. I went and I did a bunch of stuff, and the more I think about it, it's like, the more I think about it, the more the show could have been better. Like, so the marketing. Of course, the show's called Knuckles because Knuckles is the more marketable name versus Wade, the show. It's like the marketing with Halloween Ends. It was marketed as, oh, the grand finale of Michael Myers and Joey Strode. Actually, is more about Corey Cunningham. Nothing against Rowan Campbell. It's great that he got his name out there, but this, I can see why fans are getting upset. I can, if I were to be brutally honest, because this is more about Wade than it is about Knuckles. This is more of a family drama with Knuckles. And the first episode was directed by Jeff Fowler. Hey, yeah, and the first episode was great. Then as the show went on, then I was like, okay, now I think I can see why. Now look, the guy who played Wade, it's nothing against him as a person. And ultimately, I am glad that he's getting his name out there. And to have the Sonic franchise help get his name out there, that is great. I have no issue with the actor himself. His character got a little bit annoying at times, to be honest. And look, I admire the character arc that they gave him to become more of a warrior, and then that's why him and Knuckles bonded, because they've both been betrayed. Wade was betrayed by his father. Knuckles was betrayed by Dr. Robotnik and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I get where the writers were getting at. And but yeah, it's just Wade wasn't all that memorable of a character in the previous movies. And the show definitely felt like it had that Marvel humor formula to it. It definitely did. Hey, look, I get it. The Marvel Cinematic Universe, that's making money right now. So I completely get it. Yeah, I do get it. Some of the comedy did land for me. Some of the comedy was cringe. A lot of the comedy I did not laugh at. And the thing with Knuckles Cage, like, look, I love puns. But that pun was cringe. Hey, Ghost Rider, how's it going? I haven't seen the show. Well, if you have Paramount Plus, you can watch it on there. But yeah, if I were to be honest, so if you don't care about spoilers, I'm gonna talk spoilers. But my problem with the Knuckles TV show, now look, I made it very clear to my fans that I've been a Sonic fan for as long as I can remember. I've been a Sonic fan since I was a kid. Sonic has been a big thing defined my that has defined my life. And the Sonic movies are something that I wish that I had back when I was a kid. But if I were to be honest, one issue that I had with the show, minus episode 4 during like that musical scene where they actually have references to the video games like the Angel Island, the side scrolling thing, and even the special stages from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and even the goalpost at the end of the Genesis games, even the Game Gear games in episode 1. This didn't really take advantage of the Sonic lore. It was more about Wade and his father. It's like, look, I get where they were getting at with that character arc. But I think the writers and the filmmakers knew that if it didn't have the Knuckles name on it, nobody would have gave a crap about that whole that nobody would have gave a crap about that whole thing with like with Wade. Now Carrie always did a great job playing the dad, and it's an interesting connection with Carrie Elways in the Sonic movies because Carrie Elways was in Liar Liar with Jim Carrey, and Jim Carrey plays Dr. Robotnik in all the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. Now, with that in mind, the only Jim Carrey that you get in this show is from stock footage from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Don't expect him to show up. Yeah, Sonic and Tails are in it, but only as cameos during like the very beginning of the show. Yeah, James Marsden's wife, well, not his wife in real life, his wife in the Sonic movies. She's in like the very beginning of the show, but that's really it. And they wrote off James Marsden's character saying that he's out of town, probably for budget reasons. I mean, shows, TV shows, streaming shows, as far as my understanding goes, they have a much cheaper budget than movies do. So, yeah, I get it. They probably couldn't afford James Marsden. Probably could not afford Jim Carrey. So, yeah, I do get it. I do get all of that. And look, I get it. CGI effects are expensive. But a lot of it felt like just a repeat of the first Sonic movie. Maybe they did that intentionally or not. I can see that getting on some people's nerves. Yeah, the thing with the casino, yeah, that was a cool nod to Sonic the Hedgehog 2 with Casino Night Zone, even Sonic Adventure 1. It was cool to see Christopher Lloyd play that older Echidna from Sonic Adventure 1. I hate to say it, but I think that kind of rules out an adaptation of Sonic Adventure 1 as a movie. That would be a shame because Sonic Adventure 1, I think, would make an excellent movie. Maybe Sonic Adventure 2 is the more popular game out of both adventure games, so maybe that's why they're doing Sonic Adventure 2, because of Shadow and not Sonic Adventure 1. Honestly, I was surprised that they skipped Sonic Adventure and then went straight to Sonic Adventure 2. I thought that they were going to adapt Sonic CD next. But no, they went right to Sonic Adventure 2. I was surprised about that. And this is definitely not as good as the Sonic movies were. Definitely not. I thought the acting was fine, just the way it kind of got on my nerves at sometimes. Although that the actor himself was fine and all that. Oh, excuse me. I just don't know if I would have made the decisions they made. The show's called Knuckles, so the focus should have been on Knuckles. I mean, how would you feel if they made a show called Dracula and Dracula isn't even the main focus? It's like, why even call it Dracula then? Marquee value, yeah, I get it, but but yeah, the more I think about it, the more disappointed I get. Like, yeah, the payoff with the bowling, that was nice. But bowling is the last thing that comes to my mind whenever I think of Knuckles. So, yeah. Episode 4 really and episode 1 really were the only episodes that made me think of Sonic. But and even episode 4, it wasn't even really Knuckles. It was Wade dressed up as Knuckles. So yeah, yeah, the show. If somebody were to say that, oh, this is the worst Sonic media we've ever had, I'll go, yep, I understand why you feel that way. Definitely do. But yeah, in my opinion, Sonic 06 is definitely worse. But yeah, that's just my opinion though. Anyways, no one's really commenting, no one's really watching. So yeah, I think no one else is gonna watch. I may call it quits. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Go have a fantastic day.